Internet! Welcome back to Mutton Chop Gaming. I'm the Mutton Chop Gamer, and this episode isn't gonna cause any problems or anger. But it's supposed to be a celebration episode! I completed the entire Pokedex! All 721 Pokemon are now in my bank. Or something like that. So, what am I gonna do to celebrate? My top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. Or at least as of today. You'll find out what today is by looking in the description. Now, everyone has their own opinions, and with over 700 of these guys, it's understandable that everyone's gonna have a very different list. So, if one of my favorite Pokemon is one that you hate, or if one of your favorite Pokemon isn't on this list, well, let me know in the comments below. But enough of that, here are my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Salamence. Real talk here, I love dragons, and Salamence is an awesome dragon. All it ever wanted to do after it hatched was fly, and it accomplished its goal. It's an incredibly motivational Pokemon. And not only is it awesome for inspiration, but it's also got a tight design and it's just fun to use in battle. Rayquaza. Rayquaza? However you pronounce it. Out of my circle of friends, I was the little jerk of the group. I was the one who knew how to clone Pokemon. I had Pokemon Emerald and a Rayquaza. Now, picture if you will, a team of 6 Rayquaza. Dumb from a competitive perspective, yes, but I was around 10 at the time. A team with 6 of that legendary was something awesome to behold. And that's why it's on this list. That and the fact that its Megaform pissed off Smogon, those fun-hating stunfisks. Aegis Slash! When Honedge was revealed, I was one of those people saying how a sword Pokemon seemed like a really cool thing. I like swords, and a ghost and a sword sounded like an awesome concept. The middle evolution was just 2 swords and it turned me off, but this is what it led up to. A sword and shield possessed by one ghost-type Pokemon. This is one of the coolest ideas ever! Ghost-type has a lot of potential to possess man-made objects, and this proves it. Not to mention, its ability in battle has it using a blend of offensive and defensive maneuvers, and it changes up gameplay ever so slightly. Giratina! My introduction to Gen 4 was delayed because I didn't have a DS. But when I got my DSi and started playing, I picked up a copy of Pokemon Platinum. And it didn't disappoint me at the time. I got to the Distortion World, and I had fun with it, found my way through the maze and had fun with it, and began the battle with Giratina in his origin form. I don't exactly like Giratina's regular form, but his origin form is freaking awesome. It's a ghostly dragon! And, need to remind you that I love dragons. Though I feel Gen 4 jumped the shark by making a god Pokemon, I calmed myself down when I remembered that they had this beast in the game. Entei! My first Pokemon card was one I got from a movie theater when Pokemon the Movie 3 came out. I didn't see the movie in theaters because my parents still didn't think Pokemon was okay for me to enjoy, but I saw it years later and saw how awesome Entei was. He was voiced by Dan Green, the voice of Yami Yugi. He had amazing fire attacks. He was basically a fire lion. Before that fire lion, Entei was just awesome. Makes me feel really bad that I was stupid and traded the card for a Pikachu card because I didn't know how amazing Entei was before then. Charizard! I've gone on record saying that I got into Pokemon late because of my aforementioned parents. However, if I had gotten a Game Boy with an original Pokemon game, I would have chosen Charmander hands down so I could have a Charizard. It's a fire dragon. Okay, they screwed that up. Seriously, with all the retconning, you couldn't just change the flying type to dragon type? And it is still amazing to behold. Sure, some Pokemon YouTubers think it's overrated, but that's because they don't have a soul! Yes, it can be hurt by Stealth Rock, but only people unconfident in their own Pokemon strength use hazard moves. Be stupid! No Ivy/Eevee work, no hold items, Gen 1 only, final destination! Shiny Mega Gengar. Gengar has always been a cool Pokemon to me. Not only was it strong and fast, but to actually get it, you had to trade with a friend, and finding a friend with a link cable wasn't exactly easy. That alone would earn it a place on the list, but it's shiny Mega Gengar that takes the cake. It's a white ghost. It has super speed and power, and if it's going to lose, use Destiny Bond combined with its Shadow Tag to keep opponents from running away like the cowards they want to be. It's awesome. Lugia. If there's anything I like more than a dragon, it's a white dragon. I was also into Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid, I still have a lot of my cards, and my favorite monster card was the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And wouldn't you know it, Lugia was that. No, it didn't have a dragon typing per se, but it might as well have been a dragon. Not to mention, my first Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Silver. I got Pokemon Silver when it was remade, and somewhere I have that limited edition Lugia figurine, but I can't find it for the life of me, and its shiny form is pink instead of Shadow Lugia, and I'm sad now I'm gonna stop talking about Lugia. Typhlosion! My story with Typhlosion is a personal one. I first got my Game Boy Color and Pokemon Silver by buying them off a friend and his older brother. My family was going to Germany while my dad taught a class out there during the summer. I left the country with a level 5 Cyndaquil. I came back with a level 100 Typhlosion. It was the first level 100 Pokemon I had because all over the Autobahn, I was playing in the back seat, going up against the Elite Four over and over, not even knowing that 100 was the limit for Pokemon. When I returned, I decimated my friends with that Typhlosion. Until one of them got a Suicune. It was practically given to him in Pokemon Crystal. It wasn't fair! I only wish I could have carried that Typhlosion with me into the 6th generation. But such things cannot be. Before we get to number 1, how about a bunch of honorable mentions? Alakazam has a lot of the same good that Gengar has, but I'm just not a fan of its Mega Evolution. Tyrantrum. It's a motherflippin' T-Rex! Exploud is an amazing, underrated, normal-type Pokemon that I loved using in Omega Ruby, and more people should respect it. Cradilly, though I mocked its design in an earlier video, is an amazing wall in the game with Giga Drain, Stockpile, Ingrain, and Confuse Ray. Metagross is loved by many, myself included, but he just barely missed the mark. Hydreigon is awesome with its and its pre-evolution's names being derived from German numbering. And a Dark Dragon has been long overdue, but I just couldn't justify putting it above the others on this list. Delphox combines Fire and Psychic, two of my favorite types, but it just didn't give him the ability to be a Grand Fire Wizard. He needed a buff. Skiddo is just freaking adorable! Mr. Mime was the first Pokemon thing I ever owned as a toy from Burger King. Plus, I think the hate towards mimes is just unjustified. Torterra is based on a tortoise, and I like tortoises. I just wish the face didn't look kinda like Conkeldurr's face, which I also hate. Seriously, change the nose, it's basically the same. Gyarados is one that I searched relentlessly for in Silver because I accidentally killed the red one and I love it, but in battle, it just didn't feel that awesome. 4 times weakness against electricity, electric type was popular for some reason. I think it has something to do with the face of the franchise, I don't know. Tyranitar! Gogeta! In all seriousness, it's an amazing Pokemon, but the problem comes from fighting types 4 times damage. Plus, it was too hard to get it to evolve at 55. That's also why Hydreigon didn't make it on the list either. Add an evolution at 65, that's just insane. As the youngest in my family of 7, I wanted one thing. Power. Unlimited power! And that's what Mewtwo is to me. Pure, unadulterated power. In Mega form or regular form, Mewtwo was amazing. Not only is he the greatest philosopher in the Pokemon movies, but he was the ultimate powerhouse until Game Freak made that God Pokemon. But Mewtwo got his power back with his Mega forms. Plus, there's a mystery concerning his origins. Some sources say he was genetically created in a lab. Others say he was born from Mew. It's shrouded in such mystery that Pokemon fans everywhere have made fan theories about his origins. Mewtwo is just awesome. Well, that was fun. If you have a complaint, or if you have a Pokemon of your own that wasn't on the list that you're upset about, go ahead and comment below. I'm curious to know what your favorite Pokemon are. Now, that's it, and I'll see you all next week.